Hyperdive Heroes is a podcast for grown-ups, with cursing, depicted violence, and unsettling descriptions. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, today was an interesting one. We met a person named Friendrin. He was kind of strange and very clingy. For some reason, Sonny insisted on keeping him around, to the detriment of everyone else's mental health. Once we convinced Sonny to tell the poor fellow to go home, we embarked for the capital. Upon our travels, we were reunited with Sir Prize, who told us about the perils we have unleashed by setting Nedworth free. After weighing our grievous mistake, we trekked on to the capital, where we found Jeffery scaling the walls. Looks like we're in a pickle, gang.
Hello, everybody! Welcome back to Hyperdive Heroes. I am your game master, your rabble rouser, your storyteller, and spy. I'm your secret agent, man.
Wait a minute.
Why
are we having a heist?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
This is Ocean's 37.
Who we robbing?
Whatever. Number.
Shit, alright. I guess I'll
we're on a
join.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you'll
I guess I'll join. I guess I'll join the heist, guys. I'm not. My heart's not 100% in it, but I'll join.
I guess I got the weekend free.
Tristan.
Yeah.
Tristan, when you join a heist, you usually have to be like really like in. You can't just be like, my weekend's free. I guess I can kind of join.
Oh, really?
The heist. Oh. No. You got. I want to feel some passion. Let's try that again. How much do you want to be in this heist, Tristan? Pitch it to me.
I really want to be in it, Sounds fun. Sounds okay.
I'm still not. I mean, see, this is not convincing. If you were doing a job interview and you were like, this job seems fun. It seems okay. Like that's not a great way to pitch yourself to a prospective employer.
Like I'm shopping for mugs or something.
Yeah, I think I could vibe with it. It seems like my weekend's free. I could do that.
I guess I don't have anything super good otherwise going on. I'll just drop in on this
Speaking
heist.
of things to do,
Hi.
You guys, somebody has to go.
I guess I'll go first again because nobody else likes to go first. Hello, my name is Alexander Kirkendall, and I will be playing Robert O'Ryan Bancroft, who just learned recently that he spent a week partying. Ain't that fun? And now he's worried about having to deal with the unlimited Doombot swarm of Nedworths that might be being fabricated wherever Skeletron is located.
Can you imagine if, the next time you guys see it, there's an army of Nedworths?
I can't. It's not a good dream.
I sure hope that dream doesn't come to fruition, but it probably will. In that case, hi, I'm Daedra Rude. I'm playing Chad Kyle Ryan, 3 first names, and a heart of gold. He is wanting to punch faces and make safe spaces.
I love that. Hey, I love that.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
I am Tristan Riley, and I am playing Sonny Sullivan Summers, your very unique human ranger. Yep.
Very unique to you.
My OC.
Please clap.
Please.
Yeah.
My OC.
Yeah, so
OC,
he's
do not
just,
steal.
I guess, trying to consider not being as much of a Skyrim player, perhaps, in light of the recent deal with Frendrin, the friendliest NPC of all. Yeah. And he's good to going along.
Yeah, he's a real bro.
Leading the party on their journey, doing his rangery thing.
When we last left off, all of you had made your way down the road back to the capital, and no sooner had you arrived that evening at the capital that you saw a mysterious figure scaling the walls of the side of the capital. And then when Chad was chucked as a lance up to the wall, you realized it was indeed your Scarecrow prodigal son, Jeffery, who you had turned into a ring monster, a steel-made ring monster. Who then pulled you from the wall and chucked you from the side of it as you tumbled down to the ground below. And we cut back in as we're down the ground where Alice, Sonny, and Robert are. The Chad Lance then thunks down into the grassy ground.
Oh boy.
Just like a thunk.
What happened?
So, Robert, you ran up to the wall with your halberd and you see the Chad Lance shunk into the grass right in front of you, as if being thrown from the top.
All right. What happened? What's going on?
Jeffrey just scaled the walls, so we need to go stop him. I don't think he's up to anything good.
Are you
Are you gonna send
talking
yourself back to the inventory and get back to normal?
Yes.
Yeah, you're still
I
Lance
just
in the ground.
imagined like a face and a mouth appearing on the lance.
Guys!
I do my whole Jeffrey spiel, and then I turn back into a human and go into the inventory.
He does the Cybertronian transformation. From Lance to boy.
Like transforming. Yeah, so you disappear in the inventory and then appear out of it again as your normal self.
Well,
go.
that can't be
Wait
good.
a minute.
Alice looks over and she goes, Jeffrey?
The one you turned into...
The one I turned into rings.
Oh boy.
Alice looks over and she goes, you mean my sibling, Jeffrey? My brother?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It appears that he's been turned into a chainmail metal monster man.
Oh no, not Jeffrey. He was always one of the nicest.
Well, what's he doing
He
here?
always cared about...
I'm sorry.
I mean, he did look kind of like sinister last time we saw him, and he ran off into the woods, but...
Oh, nonsense. Jeffrey's a lovely fella.
Well,
He would never hurt anybody.
Jeffrey's changed, Alice.
Jeffrey's
He's
been
changed
turned
quite
into
a bit.
rings.
He turned into rings.
And now he's chained.
He said something about only feeling steel or something, and then he ran away.
That doesn't sound good at all.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
we should probably
sounds
stop
ominous.
dawdling and get into the city.
All right. Let's get going now. I started jogging for the gate. Come on now.
Yeah, I also
You
start
guys
running
approach
to
the gate. A couple guards at the gate kind of go, "Welcome back, heroes."
Someone
Thanks.
scale the walls. We got to get in there.
I
Guards?
go to the door.
They
Is
stand
is the door a loading screen? The gate.
So the door's halfway open, and they're just standing there smiling as you.
I go
yeah,
through
the
the
town
gate.
might be in danger. Guards, you should know that. Town in danger?
If you're looking for a job, you
They
can always stop by the
don't-
local guild.
They're not
Okay.
going to
Yeah.
recognize what you're saying.
Fucking NPCs. All right, let's go. I just
After
Run through.
Sonny says that, Alice, like Arthur from the Arthur show, does the fist clench? Sticky fist clench.
oh no, it's become a slur.
But she doesn't say anything. She just follows.
He's offended. Okay. So yeah, we run into
And,
the town, I guess.
You make your way into the town.
Look
It's the
around.
middle of the night. There are some lanterns lit on streetlights that are lining the streets, like these little street lamps. And there are a few people milling about and some businesses with lights on in them, but it's less people on the street. It's kind of dark out. And it's kind of a dark medieval fantasy city with like magical glowing lanterns.
I look up, kind of like, Chad, where was he again? What? Like on a.
Scaled the building wall, so it could be on the rooftops.
All right. Oh, maybe we'll have to climb up there and get a better view.
I'm not sure what the map is or what invisible barriers we might come into contact with. They have been updating the streets since we've been here. We know that much when they added the fences in.
Yeah, that's a good
What do you
point.
want? What do you want? What do you want me to do?
Alice, are you good at climbing or jumping?
I don't know. I could be.
Do you want to scout out the rooftops? Are you able to get up there?
I could try, she says.
Chad, you're athletic, right?
Huh?
You're athletic, yes?
Yeah.
Are you good at parkour?
I've watched a couple videos on it, but I don't know. I could try, I guess. I'm pretty good at running a football.
Do you think you'd be comfortable doing some roof running?
A couple videos.
Yeah.
On it.
All right, Chad.
Okay.
You can do it.
You and Alice
support
go see
you.
if you can find I forgot his name. Find Ring Boy.
Jeffrey.
Find Jeffrey. Yes. And I'll do like
Ring
a
Boy.
snap point at Alice. I'm sorry. It's been a long few days.
Ring boy. Alice says again.
Go find Jeffrey. We will go find the princess and let her know what the situation is.
All right.
All right.
Alice runs over to a nearby building and puts her hands like into like a cup for you to like for her to boost you, Chad. Like,
All right, I run
puts
and
her hands out.
I run and jump to climb the side of a building.
All right, cool. So let's see here. You're definitely gonna get a boon from her aiding you.
Cool.
But let's see. Do you have any inclinations or aspects that would help you?
Just have,
Fasten your feet? No, I don't think so.
yeah, I've got slippery, but
Fasten
I
your
think-
feet could help with the roof running itself, but climbing up to the
Yeah,
roof, I don't know.
I
Yeah,
think
flat roll. You
slippery
get a
will
boon from
just
Alice, though.
basically, I think, will kick in if I like fall.
You escape her boost and fall on the ground.
Yeah,
He escapes her boost onto the ceiling.
yeah. No, I think
Okay.
slippery just like will come into effect if I fail.
All right. Then we'll just say it's a boon roll because it'd be a flat roll, and then Alice is giving you a boost.
Okay,
So
that sounds
you
good.
get the one. What'd you get?
5.
5. Ayo. Yeah. So you run over and she just launches you up and you like fly up a little bit and grab the edge of a building. And you're actually surprised at how much force she was able to throw you up. And you have that moment once again where you're like, God damn, Alice is a beast. Like she's really just a beast, man. And she's going to look up and she's going to like, all right, crap, I don't know how I'm going to get up there. Hold on. And I'm going to make a roll for Alice real quick. Ooh. Well, it's a 4. There you go. It's a 4. So you know what it is? She squats down, Chad. You watch her squat down, and there's a little bit of a power aura, and then she like leaps off the ground and cracks the ground, like from her leap, and she bounds to the top of the roof and lands on it next to you.
Oh, I was just gonna turn myself into a rope once I got to the top, but it sounds great.
Oh, I don't want you to mess up your body again anymore. Listen, they're always telling you to
a good
transform
point.
into different things, but I honestly think it's kind of dangerous to keep making you do that. So if I don't have to make you do that, I don't want to.
Okay, that works.
I feel like this is born from her not understanding how the ability works, because when we bring Chad into the inventory, it just kind of happens. But to be fair,
All she has seen
nobody
is him
has
turn
ever
green and also like scream and like break his body.
we
over
haven't
and over.
we haven't
Like
explained
her
it to her.
perspective of it is that he
Yeah.
he just hurts himself over
I
and
don't
over.
think
Pretty
we've ever seen
horrifying.
Chad turn himself into an item when not being in someone's inventory.
But she also watched Chad dematerialize and departicleize himself and rip his body apart to wrap around Robert to teleport him, and then was like,
yeah.
afterwards.
That's right.
So, and she got a front view of that. So she's like, please don't hurt yourself anymore. Please don't do it if you don't have to. Hey, listen, if there's one thing we've learned about Alice, she doesn't like when other people get hurt. She does. She
Don't
dislikes
do
that.
it, Chad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna start roof running then.
All right, Alice is going to follow behind you.
Robert is going to start making his way to the castle.
Yeah, and I'm going with Robert, running to the throne room. Or
You actually noticing exploits to strange things. Chad, give me a boon roll real quick.
That's a 6.
Okay, Chad, you just saw her use magic.
When she bounded up.
Yeah, that was her using magic. You
magic
don't know
scare clown.
if she knows that she did that. You don't know if she actually recognizes that she did that, but you think that she just did magic.
Hey, Hey, Alice?
Huh?
Do you know you just used magic?
Did I?
Yeah.
I just kind of leaped. I just thought about leaping up there, and I did.
Yeah, you totally just used magic right now. That's really rad. I didn't know that about you.
Are you telling me that Alice is a muscle wizard?
She looks down at her gloved hands and goes, I don't even know what I am, really. I don't know what I can do. Or, better yet, what I can't do. She says, and she kind of like looks off like, wait a minute. Like, oh, I am kind of like you said, like a glitch like you, right?
A bit.
What if I can kind of do some of the things you can do?
I mean, you can try.
Box that up for later. She goes, right now I need to find Jeffery, and she's going to keep following you. She's like, but let's put a pin in that, and we'll get back to that. Robert and Sonny, what are you guys doing down the ground level?
I'm making my way as quick as I can to the castle.
Running to the throne room, to the castle.
All right, so the two of you run up the stairs. As you guys run up the stairs, marching down the stairs, looking at you, you see a golden armored figure with long flowing hair and a square jaw go, how's it going, heroes? Welcome back. It's good to see you, as Java kind of strolls down the stairs.
Potentially harmful chainmail being in the town. Watch out.
What are you talking about?
We have to go let the princess know that there is a modified magic scarecrow that has scaled the walls into the city.
Java looks off into the city, and he looks over at you guys, and he goes, wait, are you telling me there's danger?
Possibly.
Yeah,
There's no concrete proof that they are dangerous.
Say no more. He conjures a cup of coffee and chugs it, and then like hands one of you the mug, and it's like a cat mug.
I'll take it. And then hand it to Robert.
He sprints down the stairs at superhuman speed, just shooting down the stairs, and then around the corner and around the block out of sight.
Well, shit, there he goes. I just hope he doesn't make things worse.
Yeah.
All right, to the princess. And I keep running.
You run up to the stairs and open the door to the castle, and you make your way inside. You head straight to the throne room. King Gallant is there on his throne, kind of slouched, his crown kind of over his face with his big, thick eyebrows and his big white beard. And he's just kind of laying like this.
Slow down. Don't wake him up.
And as you come in, he sits and goes,
shit.
Oh, heroes!
King Gallant,
I've heard of
you
your exploits.
do you not have chambers that you retire to at the end of the night?
What?
Do you not have your own chambers that you retire to? Do you just
but that would require me to get up.
do you need assistance?
No, I'm fine.
Sleeping in that throne can't be good for you.
No, it's
It's
actually really it's really ergonomic.
You still shouldn't sleep in a sitting position. It's not necessarily good for you, Your Majesty.
That's okay. I heard about what happened in Greenwood. Good job, lads.
Oh, thank you. Well, I have come.
See, I can be a hip king, Sonny.
What?
You really should.
You're very
really should
hip.
get out of the throne and go to bed at some point. I'm a little concerned.
But
yes.
we have I look at Robert like, should we tell him or just
we have some news. We have some people looking into it, but there appears to be some kind of magically altered scarecrow made of chainmail that has scaled the walls of the city.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Well, Chad, Java, and our companion Alice are on the case, so hopefully things go well enough with that. I just thought I'd let you know.
Sounds good, homie.
Sure thing, my man. You should go to bed, though.
He kind of takes his fist, he goes, yes. Like, yes.
Now be a pal and go to bed.
Oh, only for you, home slice.
Would you like a hand? I'll offer him a hand.
It's at that point that the door opens and Giselle kind of quickly walks in. She goes, "Oh no!" She kind of like makes her way to the throne with you, Robert, and takes her father's other arm as you take his other arm, and he kind of goes, "Oh, thank you. Oh, it's my daughter. She's so lovely, Robert."
She's very nice and very helpful.
Princess
She
Giselle.
kind of smiles like awkwardly. One moment, Sonny. And
There.
she goes, "Robert,
Okay.
this way." And she kind of turns with the king.
Right.
And the two of you begin to walk towards one of the halls. Sonny, could you get the door first?
Oh yeah,
please?
of course. I run over and open the door.
Open one of the doors. She goes, "Yeah, could you do that for the other door as well?"
All
I very much
right.
appreciate that.
Yep.
Okay.
We're just gonna keep heading down this hall, and so as the four of you, I guess, make your way into the hall, we cut back to Chad and Alice.
Mm-hmm.
You two move across one of the roofs and stop. You get kind of a rooftop view of the entire city at night. It's quite beautiful with all the lights and little floating glowing lanterns and the stars in the sky because of light pollution in our world, you don't see as many like stars. In a world without light pollution, it's this beautiful like starscape across the top of the sky, like a painting. And I think, Chad, you stop for a minute and you look up and you're like, wow.
This is really beautiful in here.
Oh, yeah. Me and the other Scarecrows used to look at things like this all the time. Sit out all night, look at the stars.
Yeah. I haven't done a whole lot of that lately. Light pollution back home makes it so I can't see the sky.
That sounds awful, she says.
Yeah, it's not great.
Why don't you fix that?
In our world, Alice, it's not easy to fix things. You can't just hit it with a stick.
Oh. Maybe you can craft something to help you?
I mean, maybe. We have a lot of not great people in charge at the moment, and it's...
kind of like the Wizard Mafia people?
Yeah, kind of like them. Kind of put everybody in a box and don't let anybody go outside of it.
Think about it. You put yourself in a box all the time with your powers. Because all the inventory spaces are boxes.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It was a joke. It was. I tried to do it funny. All right. Anyway, we need to find my brother.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
So, what do you do to try to locate Jeffery on top of these roofs?
I'm going to use some magic, and I'm going to activate night vision.
Night vision. Okay, let's go. How many dice?
I'm going to do 1.
Okay, 1 die. All right.
Night vision activate.
That's a 4.
4? Yeah. So you ka-tink, there's the ka-tink noise as you close your eyes and open them, and your eyes are glowing green, kind of like nightlighty.
The fucking
sort of
Sam
eyes
Fisher
and-
looking ass.
Yeah, they're just glowing.
Does he
green.
have the
But he doesn't have
tripod goggles?
No. There's just his eyeballs are green, and they give off a dim green light every.
He takes his cap, turns it around, and just fucking tripod goggles just slide onto his face.
Yeah. So yeah, you have now glowing green eyes. Alice looks over. She goes, "Well, that's neat."
Yeah, I just decided to use my powers to, see at night.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me see if I can do that. No, nothing. Nothing happened. I don't know.
Well,
Oh, yeah, well,
maybe your
I'll
powers
leave that
don't,
up to you.
maybe your powers don't work the exact same way as mine, but I don't know. Maybe you just got to really believe in yourself.
Oh, that's a problem, she says.
I'm sorry, Alice.
Well, let's keep going, Chad. She pats your back. Let's keep going, bud. And yeah, with your night vision goggles, give me a boon roll to search around the area.
That's a 4.
4. You glance around, and then you move to on top of a larger a general building, like a store or something like that. And you can see on the roof a mysterious figure crouched on the edge of the roof, Batman style, looking off of the edge down to the city streets below. Just this hunched figure crouched over, and they're a couple buildings away.
Yeah, I'm gonna signal to Alice to stay quiet, and then point towards where Jeffery is.
Oh shoot! All right. She starts Pink Panthering. Yeah. Starts Pink Panther sneaking.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I think it's just a flat roll for you to sneak. Just a 1 die.
Okay. That's a 5.
A 5, yeah. All right, only roll for Alice. Hold on. 3. Okay. We'll make another roll for somebody else. Excellent. That's a 2. So Jeffrey has no idea. So the two of you are like sneaking, and it's Chad, you doing like a cool combat roll, coming up, moving along the edge of the like a rooftop, and then it's Alice like Pink Panther sneaking behind you, like following, less sneaky but still somewhat sneaky. All right, most excellent. With that in mind, though, Chad, I need you for your roof hopping. I'll say you get like a running start here with your fasten your feet. So give me a double boon roll to hop to another roof.
Okay. It's a 6.
God damn. All right, and I'm gonna make a boon roll for Alice on this. 5. Let's go. So you and Alice leap to another roof and start to approach Jeffrey closer and closer. Sonny, Robert. The two of you eventually arrive at the king's quarters, and Sonny, you open the door, and Giselle moves the king over into this lavish kingly quarters with a large floor-to-ceiling window and a big old bed with sort of like drapes and like little like banisters and stuff like that, and lots of bookshelves and like a desk and a dresser and some other stuff. And you can come over and she helps the king, take off some of his extra kingly, attire until it's just the kind of a robe underneath, and she puts him in the bed and kind of tucks him in and fluffs his pillow and kisses him on the cheek. And the three of you then depart the room, and she closes it quietly, and she puts her hands together and she goes, "So sorry about that."
I assume I would have filled her in as we were taking the king to his chambers.
No, the king, you were not able to speak because the king kept like rambling.
I see. I see.
The king was like, he's like, "So anyway, today was a fairly good day.
Yep, mm-hmm.
Had multiple dignitaries come in from
Princess
different places.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. There was a whole set of merchants that came from the Greenwood.
Yep.
They said some great things about you.
Right, it has
they
been
were saying
a
the
week,
heroes
hasn't it?
saved us. Yes, it was a great party. They said that Robert guy really knows how to hold his liquor.
Yeah, I do. Genuine surprise on his face.
I actually want to know more about this. So eventually, as I said, you guys deposit him back in his room, and the princess turns to all of you and is like, "I am so sorry about that. Yes, what is it?"
Don't be. He really should be going to bed.
I know. She says,
there's
I tell him this often.
potentially dangerous golem loose in the town made out of rings.
good.
There is
She says almost like, oh boy.
a magically modified
Okay.
scarecrow, accidentally magically modified scarecrow made of chainmail has scaled the walls.
All right, I don't want to make assumptions, but was this a Chad? Was this one a
It
Chad?
was very early on.
An early Chad.
As long as you haven't spoken to Java yet, we should be fine.
I
Yeah.
was worried
Quickly
about
starts
that.
jogging down.
I'll start jogging with her.
She's like, okay.
I mean, I thought Java was supposed to be like a reliable protector type.
Oh, that's not what I'm worried about. She says as she
Is he
goes,
a questions never kind of protector?
Java is very good at protecting the citizens from threats.
So yes.
Not okay. All right.
Okay. That
Smash
might be a
first,
problem.
ask questions later. All right.
Just nodding like.
Also, you might be getting a
going.
visit from Surprise at some point, if he didn't already show up.
I know. Nedworth's loose.
Sorry about that. That's also our bad.
No, it's all right.
Nedworth.
Those people fall for it when they first meet him. You just have to. It's a trial by fire thing. You learn. It's not. I don't blame you. It's not your fault.
Well,
I
now
should've
he's
given you
working for
warning about
Skeletron, and
fire.
there's going to potentially be an army of Nedworth robots. It's not a great time, and I'm genuinely sorry about that.
It's not the worst thing Nedworth's done as she's running.
Oh, it isn't. Glorious. Great.
Making an army of himself and causing mass terror.
No, but one Nedworth is bad enough. She says as they
God.
go. So we cut back to Chad and Alice. You land on the roof that Jeffrey is hulking on, sort of, superhero I am the night style, lurking on the edge of the building, crouched down, with that raggy cloak kind of over him.
I'm going to quietly step up behind him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and grab him.
Okay.
And when I do, I want to use magic because I want to try and turn him back into a scarecrow.
Oh boy.
For the grapple.
But I want to channel as much like love and affection into it as I can. So he maybe becomes an alive scarecrow.
Turn into a loving scarecrow now. Come on.
I'll give you a boon just for the tackle because he doesn't know you're there.
Okay. That's a 6.
So what'd you get? A 6 again. So you go, you do the crouch, and then you do the sprint, and you just do the football tackle.
Yeah.
Just hit him.
Lay him out.
And with a 6, though, the tackle is so good that you actually knock him from the roof, and both of you are falling off the roof.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
So you're mid-fall. Are you going to use magic?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to go with, I'm going to do a power level 2 roll.
Okay.
That's a 6 and a 1. I'm going to take a strike.
Are you sure?
Yes.
No, I had something so glorious for that one.
Actually, you know what?
Would be
If you have something glorious, I'm just going to let it ride. I want to hear.
It would be so funny.
You've convinced me, oh Dungeon Master.
Well, take a karma. Take a point of karma. So, this is what happens. You tackle him. He turns and goes, "What?" As you tackle. And you go, "Love Scarecrow." As you're like, the power of your magic surges around as you guys shine like a brilliant comet sailing off the top of the building. As this happens, Alice runs to the edge and goes, "Oh no!" As she looks down at this. And I would say, as this is happening, the Princess Giselle and Robert and Sonny are making their way out of the gate at the front of the castle, and in the distance of the town you see a bright pink flash of light and like an explosion of magic in the shape of a heart. Boosh!
Love scarecrow.
Like in the distance.
Crow.
In the distance. Giselle goes, "Oh," quickly starts heading down the stairs
dear.
from the front of the castle.
Oh dear.
Oh,
What the hell?
The magic starts to clear, and Chad, you look up and you see a scarecrow, and it looks like Jeffrey, but he's covered in like hearts, and like his whole outfit has got sort of a Valentine's Day theme.
Oh no.
It is like covered in like pastel colors and designs. His hat has got like a pin that's a heart on it, and he's got 2 heart eyes. And he's like gets up from where he's laying, but he's still made of steel.
Oh fuck. He's
So
gonna
is
be
he gone
like
from like steel gray chainmail to like bright like bubblegum pink plate?
Yep. He's like a bright bubblegum pink plate scarecrow. And he looks up at you, and the voice that comes from his throat, he goes, "Oh, wow. Hey, how's it going, pal? It's me, Jeffrey."
He sounds a little bit too close to Skeletron for my liking.
No, he's like an announcer. "What's up, everybody? Oh, it's my good buddy, Chad. Hey there, pal." He holds out a hand. "Let me help you have your feet."
Thanks. I appreciate that. I put my hand out.
He pulls you up and then hugs you. Pats your back.
This is nice. I could use a hug. Thanks.
He pulls back and he goes, "I love you, daddy."
Okay, you
What
can
the
probably
fuck?
never say that again.
It
Probably never
works.
say that again.
filled with so much love. He says he pirouettes.
Oh, God.
And the world is my oyster, and I want to give it my love. And just as he finishes saying that, a hot, scalding blast of coffee and steam hits him, and he goes, ah! It's like blasted to the ground as Java comes sprinting down the street,
Java, no!
shooting a blast of burning coffee out of his hand as Jeffrey screams and flails upon the ground.
How is the
Java,
coffee even hurt him?
Java,
He's
no,
made of
stop
fucking
it.
plate armor.
No, the metal, the love. Oh, I just wanted to love.
Java, Java, cut it out. You know, he's not a threat anymore.
He's just standing there blasting him, soulless eyes smiling, just blasting him into the ground.
Oh, God. Need some extremely hot coffee.
And it's at that point, Chad, that you realize, just like a Valentine's Day themed character, it's not actually metal. It's like one of those tinfoily metals over the top of those chocolate coins.
Oh, no!
And the scalding hot coffee causes his chocolatey body to be melted.
I'm gonna try and tackle Java.
Fuck.
I'm gonna try and tackle Java to get him to stop spraying him with coffee. That's my only option.
My Scarecrow son.
My boy! No, my boy!
Roll me a d6. This is awful.
That's a 2, but I'm spending 4 karma to make that a 6.
Okay, you run up and tackle him. Ooh, Street Fighter style. This is the scene that Sonny, Robert, and the princess come up upon. It is Chad tackling Java to the ground as coffee sprays into the air. Alice standing on the roof with her hands over her face in total horror, and a half-melted bright pink Valentine chocolate scarecrow going turning into a puddle on the floor.
What the
Oh, God.
What the hell is going on?
I'm sorry! I tried to make it work and everything went wrong again!
Oh, no.
Oh,
Why did
Christ.
Java do this to Jeffrey? He was so young!
Java! Java, quit it! He's down! He's down! You can stop now! Stop it! Java! Cease!
I'm gonna try and see if I can salvage Jeffrey's situation.
So Java sits up and he just goes, "Oh, if you wanted to give me a hug, you could have just asked."
When I asked you to stop spraying somebody with coffee, you stopped spraying someone with coffee.
He turns his head. "Princess, I have eliminated the threat." Then the background here.
I am going to
He looks melted.
because
Jesus.
I'm going to put the ring of warmth on Jeffrey to regulate his temperature back down to equilibrium, so that at the very least he stops actively melting.
You try to put the ring on him, and his fingers just break and melt, and the ring falls onto the ground.
Shit, fuck. Okay. Can I try to get the ring on him in some capacity?
You see the princess go, Java. Java shoots up to his feet and he goes, "Yes, my princess, what can I do for you?" And she goes, Go to the cloudy mug. Go to the cloudy mug and just, I don't know. She says, "Do something."
Go to your room.
So. And then he goes, "All right." He turns and he sprints down the street. And she looks to you guys and she goes, "I am so sorry." He's very good at what he does.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Well,
she looks down at the melted scarecrow.
What happened to Jeffrey? Is that
That
that's
So
Jeffrey?
all I wanted to do was give them love, Father.
I know, son. I'm sorry.
Oh God!
I'm so sorry this happened. My beautiful boy.
Can I
We're
get the
going to
ring
be
on
so
him in some
good.
capacity?
What the fuck? What a nightmare.
Alice climbs down from the roof and walks over, and she just has this fucking dead, horrified, empty expression.
I think he's gone. I think he... I mean, wait a minute. Could the binder blade do anything? I mean... you
can break a bunch of buildings to get some trees to grow and
I
heal him.
am going
the healing tree circle? Yeah. I mean...
use
Probably isn't the best spot for
my
it.
amulet of life giving
Okay.
to give a strike to Jeffrey.
Nice.
You walk over and you hold up this amulet, and it glows, shing, like magical energy.
Just pull it out of my shirt because as it's around my neck and just like grip it.
And you hold it out, and it begins to glow with energy. And it's a bluish energy, similar to the princess's energy. And the bluish energy moves from the amulet to the scarecrow and flashes. And after the energy goes across the scarecrow and dissipates, nothing seems to happen.
Fuck.
I might be able to fix this.
Well, hold on. Princess holds up her hand, and she walks over for a second, leans down, and kind of observes and puts her hand on her chin and looks at him for a minute. After like a few seconds of her observing what remains of Jeffrey, she says, Chad, can you do that thing where you touch things
Yeah.
and like observe them?
Yeah, definitely.
Or that thing you do?
I touched Jeffrey, and I...
Okay. It's a D6 roll, and you need to hit a 4+. That's your like analyze ability.
That's a 3. I'm going to use a karma and bump it to a 4.
So the term you're going to get is the following.
All right, so the term I'm getting is item special. Special items that are unique have special properties. Abilities vary.
Which would explain why the heal didn't work on him.
Yeah,
Robert,
he needs to be
because he's an
repaired.
item, not an he's an item, not an NPC.
We
Gotta
need
take him to
an
the blacksmith.
we need an enchanted crafting bench, I believe, because he's magic.
You could try and put him in your inventory.
All right then, and I tap him on the shoulder and put him in my inventory.
Okay, the option pops up. You put him in your inventory. All of Jeffrey disappears. And Robert, if you check your inventory, in one of your inventory slots is a super melted pink Valentine scarecrow that says Jeffrey, and he looks. It's like melted and like just mutilated.
Sitting in the fucking Yamcha pose.
A half-formed puddle.
Enchanted crafting bench. Did the Wizard Mafia stop by?
No. Should they have?
Well, they reacquired a crafting bench from Tori.
Is that why Marlin has been absent?
Probably.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I see. I'm really sorry about all this. She looks to the ground where there are still coffee stains.
It is what it is. Now I know not to trust Java with these kinds of delicate situations.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to a fight, he's an excellent person to have at your back. But diplomacy is not his
Ideally, this should not have
strong
been a fight.
suit. But here we are.
Yes, here we are.
Well, that's happening. I'm gonna jump into the inventory with Jeffrey.
You're gonna hang out in the inventory.
There's a dead, melted, like goo puddle of scarecrow next to you.
I want to touch Jeffrey again, and I wanted to say repair item.
A thing pops up that says you do not have admin privileges.
God damn it.
Fucking admins.
Well, shit. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. I really tried. I just wanted to save you. I pat Jeffrey on the head and then leave the inventory.
It's a smear of chocolate on your hand when you come out of the inventory. It's just a smear of chocolate.
I couldn't save him.
Java's a wizard, yes?
Yes.
Does he have a crafting bench of some kind that we could use?
Well, we normally only have one. You could ask Marlin about it if he's... But I suppose that ship's already sailed.
Don't know where the fuck he is.
Yeah, I also haven't seen him for some time. You could try to head to Wizardland and see if he's there.
Right. We were kind of planning to do that.
With a shot.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to help? I'm really sorry
Well-
about this.
I mean, stuff happens.
This was rather unfortunate.
Yes, it was.
We did come here for a reason. Before we were gonna go to Wizardland, I glance at Robert. What?
I don't remember.
Why did
it's
we
been a
come here
long-
again?
I think I had some I had some questions for you about Queen Analise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Maybe not on the street?
I did not imagine so.
You know what, this might seem like in poor taste, but let's just go to the Cloudy Mug. It's closest.
Are you sure you want to talk about this in front of Java?
It doesn't matter, she says as she turns
Okay.
and walks towards the Cloudy Mug.
All right.
She walks towards the shop and you guys ascend the stairs up into the shop. Java, wearing the fake mustache and apron, turns, goes, "Hello, welcome to the Cloudy Mug." And as you guys make your way into the Cloudy Mug, Princess Giselle looks over at Java and she lifts her hand, drops it, moves it to the side, then says, "Just make something. Do you want anything?" She looks to you guys.
I'll do a flat white.
Okay. He looks to the two of you.
I'll take a breve.
Right.
I'll just take it black.
Okay. He looks to the princess. "I'm fine," she says. He goes, gives a thumbs up and turns and starts to make coffee. Very slowly. Just ka-tink, chink, chink, chink. Fills up a kettle, puts it on a stove. But the stove has a fireplace underneath it, and he puts some wood into it and moves some stuff around with like a fire poker and just stands in front of the kettle as it heats slowly.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
And you guys find like a booth seat where you guys can sit.
I'm gonna look to Alice and be like, "Are you all right?"
If it's all same to you, I think I'm going to stand outside and look at this guy for a while.
Okay.
All right.
She just turns and walks out the door and just stands outside the door and just looks up at the sky.
Chad, we'll find a way to repair him. If he means that much to you, we'll fix him.
I don't know. I kind of gave him like a further sense of consciousness, so I just felt like it was kind of my duty to make it right.
I would like to point out that the situation that we are currently in with Jeffery is Java's fault.
Fair.
Right.
Fair.
She looks up and she goes, Giselle looks up and she goes, "I'm sorry about that, really."
Like, what did you say earlier? Trial by fire when it comes to learning these things?
Yes, that's often the case. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of the people in my kingdom are rather eccentric. I do the best I can, but
yes,
there are limits.
Yes. So, I had some questions, and I'm gonna take out my notebook and pen and click the pen.
All right, I'll answer them the best I can, but
Who was she?
Analise was my mother. I mean, there's not much more to say beyond that. She was the queen.
No personality traits that you can note, or?
She died when I was born. I never met her.
I see. I'll write that down.
So I wouldn't be able to tell you other than what my father has told me, but his mind isn't what it used to be, as I said.
Yeah, that's for sure.
What it used to be. When did he used to be different?
I mean, a few years ago, but that just comes with age.
How many years ago?
I can't even rightly remember. I've been so busy. It just, all the time, just seems to bleed together.
I see, and I'll write that down as well. So, how old are you again?
Me?
Yes.
I'm 18.
18. And you don't know when your father's mind began to ail?
I mean, I don't think it was sudden. It was long, over a long period of time. You know, you notice little things here and there. not as sharp as he used to be, decline in relative competency, and very soon I'm having to do a lot more work over time. Even he started to just not be as present as he used to be, and before long before anything I knew was happening, I was already running the kingdom.
See.
And he was, he's still the king, but I do most of the work
Yes, I see, and I'll write that down. So, when we fought Chaos, he mentioned something about cycles. Things being different this time. And when we defeated him, he mentioned something about trying again next time.
I don't know. I mean, I would assume that...
Where are you going with this, Robert?
Just thinks for a minute. I don't know.
Are we the first heroes to come to Reverie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Because
yes, no one's come before.
Chaos
It was a
didn't seem to
prophecy that a
think
hero
so.
would come, and I don't know. I've never spoken to Chaos himself. I know of the generals of the Shadow Lord, but I've never really met them. I've been kept in the castle where it's safe, or in the city, for that matter. The only person that's really met with the generals before is Marlin.
But you did leave the city.
Well, a few times, but I've always been escorted. I've never been by myself. I'm not allowed to be by myself. I'm the only heir, so it would be a bad idea for me to be unattended anywhere.
I'm assuming it's your knights that attend you.
Yeah, Java usually, and if not him, one of the other guardians. Ruby is, I consider my best friend, so usually if it's not Java, it's her.
I see.
Ruby? Wait.
She's the guardian of the Zephyr Blade. She's in the Wind Sea.
Alright.
She's a very close confidant of mine. We're around the same age, so she's sort of my my gal pal, if you were.
Right.
A bit more adventurous than me, though. I'm a bit of a homebody, she says.
Are you a homebody because you don't like to leave, or are you a homebody because you're not allowed to leave unless you're under constant supervision?
Well, as I said, my father's health is ailing. It feels like you're being awfully interrogating. I simply have to be here because my father is ill.
I apologize if it sounds that way.
I can't leave my country with no leader.
I understand that. I apologize if it sounds like I am interrogating you. I am simply trying to find answers to questions that I have been asking myself since I was brought here.
I understand that. I can't leave because I have a responsibility.
I understand. But I'm asking not that you would abandon such a responsibility, but whether you are a homebody because you want to be or because you have to be.
She kind of smiles again, but a little more sadly, and she says, Robert, sometimes you have to give up on dreams to do what is expected of you.
I see.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And you don't know anything about what Chaos was saying with these cycles?
As I've said, I've never met any of the generals. I mean, I know of them, and I know what they're capable of, because many of my tutors, Marlin, even Java, and several of the other Guardians have spoke about them before. But I've never stood face-to-face with them. The closest I've ever come to any of them, of the three, was Skeletron.
I see. I see.
That's because, obviously, he's tend to be the most active of the generals. He's the oldest, most senior, and considered probably the biggest advisor to the Shadow Lord. of the three generals.
He did set several traps throughout Metaburg.
Yes, he also, I forgot, because you did mention him pretending to be surprised at one point. I do want to mention that he has a penchant for bad disguises, so just be aware of that going forward. It's a detail that slipped my mind, but he does tend to sort of pretend to be other people, but he's not very good at it, she says.
Gotcha.
Silver lining, I guess.
And based on the fact of what Surprise said about the faraway lands, and your father mentioning meeting with dignitaries, were these dignitaries of some other realm beyond Reverie, or were they dignitaries of, say, the Wizard Mafia, or perhaps dignitaries of another district within
there
Reverie?
There are other... Reverie is but one nation. There are other, kingdoms in the world, and occasionally dignitaries are sent from them to here. Usually I am the one who has to treat with them, though, since my father is not as put together as he used to be. But I remember shadowing him many of times when he met with these dignitaries. But yes, there are other lands, I should say, outside of Reverie. We are but one kingdom.
Do they have names?
Well, of course.
What are the names of these realms?
They're the ones far away, she says, kind of looking off, her eyes almost like glassing over a little bit.
I see.
I don't think those were added to the game.
So, in all your lessons, they didn't tell you much about your mother.
Well, I knew that she was the queen and that she married into the royal family. My father's line is the royal line. My mother was not royal by birth. She was actually a commoner, as far as I know.
And they didn't tell you anything about her personality, things she liked or disliked?
Well, she was actually a wizard. That's sort of where the close relationship between the Wizard Mafia and the kingdom started. Is my mother was a wizard.
I see. What kind of wizard?
Oh, I don't know.
And they never told you anything about her outside of her title and rank and...
I just know that she was very good at making things. She was quite crafty. She very much enjoyed the crafting benches. Many of the buildings that were constructed within the city were from her design. She created a lot of the construction plans for Reverie, or a lot of the expansions, I should say. The kingdoms existed for a long time, but she did a lot of renovation. She was a builder, I should say.
Did she have any connection to a man named Bod?
The name sounds familiar.
Bod the Builder?
I think it's Bod the Contractor is his name.
Yeah, it's about the contractor.
I would look at his business card, but it disappeared when I called him for help.
I don't know, but I just know that my mother was very interested in making things. She was very crafty.
See.
She actually laughs and she goes, from what actually my father has told me, you have a lot of similarities to her. She gestures to Robert.
Do I?
Well, she was very sort of inquisitive and interested in creating things.
I'll write that down as well. Once again, I apologize if it sounds like this is an interrogation. I'm just trying to figure things out.
If you want to know where she hailed from, she originally came from the Snow Peaks region.
I see.
Which is well known for its crafters. The greatest craftsmen and smiths actually live in Snow Peaks. I mean, C, the guardian of the Maker Blade, is the greatest craftsman on all of
Yes,
Reverie.
I believe they're goblins, correct? Like Horton?
Well, most of the residents of Snow Peaks are goblins.
Yes.
They're not all goblins. C himself is a golem.
Yes, I do remember you mentioning that. I was also going off of a few tidbits of information given to us by Horton when we spoke with him.
Before that, she looks over. Chad, are you okay?
I don't know. I've seen better days.
Yeah, Giselle reaches across the table and puts a hand over your hand, and she looks at you and kind of smiles, but, there's a tired look to her eyes, and she says, Trust me. I know that feeling.
I think everyone at this table can share that sentiment.
Thank you.
I've put a heavy burden on all of you, and I want to say I have apologized numerous times, but once again, I'm really sorry that you have to do all of this. If there's anything I can do to help, just please ask it. I will do everything in my power to do so.
Is Java still watching water boil?
Yes.
Wow.
Just like slowly peek out of the booth to just look at him. Did he even light the fire in the stove? Or did he just throw some wood in there and poke it with a stick?
I'm gonna roll a d6 to see if he did. Yes, that's a 1. He most certainly did.
He did not light a fire. Robert just looks over and goes, I don't think we're getting that coffee, gentlemen. As he sits back in the booth.
Giselle with her hand over Robert's hand or Chad's hand shakes her head like, no, we're not. With like an understanding of like accepting like this was always going to be the outcome.
It's a bit strange for a coffee wizard not to.
No, he could just he could conjure it. He literally could conjure it with his magic. He could make the drinks appear instantly. She says, but
he didn't light the stove.
No, he didn't, and he could have just made the drinks, but nope, there he is. She gestures.
Does he even know how to light a fire?
I don't know. She said.
That's an excellent question. Well, I suppose that's all the questions I have for now.
Right.
Like, before we go to Wizardland, is there anything you could tell us that would help, or anything you could give us or do for us?
She looks, she leans back in her chair and returns her hands and puts them together, for her hand from Chad, and puts her hands together, and she says, well, I don't think I need to tell you that Don Dan is not a trustworthy person.
No, I saw what he did to Tori.
Yeah, that was...
Or that the Wizard Mafia are unscrupulous, morally bankrupt people.
At least the top officials.
Most of them are. Very few of them are.
I don't think Lumpy has the cognitive capacity to be morally bankrupt.
Well, don't be mean to Lumpy. He's very sweet, she says.
He's very sweet and very easy to rob.
She sighs sadly. Then she just looks over and she goes, well, you can see where his son gets it from.
I certainly do.
I mean...
His disposition.
I most certainly do.
Looks back to Java, staring at the pot of water that is not boiling.
On a cold stove.
Motherfucker. The guy who could just conjure it if he wanted to, but is taking his sweet time lighting a fire. I look at the princess and I say, wait, like, so you knew about Marlin? Like how he was in hot water with the Wizard Mafia and all that?
I'm going to be entirely honest. It's hard for me to trust a lot of the wizards. And also, I can't read Marlin. No one can. I don't know what he's thinking, she says. I earnestly could not tell you.
Fair. He is quite a strange fellow.
He's an enigma even among them, to the point where even some of the leaders of the Wizard Mafia don't quite know what to do with Marlin. But I think his heart's in the right place. He's always done right by us, but yes, the Wizard Mafia is very dangerous. They are not the people that they present themselves as. My mother, she had an arrangement with them, and while she was around, apparently things were a lot better, but after she died, from what I understand, things got a lot worse.
I see.
And also, I do believe that before Don Dan took over, my mother was sort of the one actually running things in Wizardland.
She was?
I see.
Well, sort of.
Not officially, or?
Not officially. Her and Dan sort of had like a partnership, from what I understand. But after my mother died, he became a lot more tyrannical.
I see.
What was your mother's last name before she married your father?
Last name?
Did she have one?
She looks at you confused, and she goes, no, not that I know of.
I see. And I'm assuming Don Dan doesn't have one either.
Once again, not that I know of.
Hypothetical. Should the Wizard Mafia be dissolved for whatever reason.
She laughs a bit at that.
What ramifications might that have on your end?
Well, I suppose if the Wizard Mafia was no longer around, then someone would have to fill that power vacuum and redistribute the magic and sort of decide what happens with that, she says.
I see.
But of course that wouldn't happen.
Of course not. It would also...
She
I
smiles.
worry that it would remove the Wizard Mafia's limitation of one kind of magic per wizard and stifling people's potential.
I don't really know the full ramification of that. I am not a wizard, so I would...
You have magic.
Robert,
That's a little different.
Is it?
Do you know what a priest is?
Oh, you're a different
priest?
class. I get it.
My family's magic is more like what a priest would be able to do.
Is there a priesthood, or are you the only one?
As far as I know, I'm the only one with the kind of powers I have, but my father has them too. It's the Reverie Royal Lines ability.
Wizards just killed all the priests.
There's no priests, but there's a wizard mafia.
all right.
Who writes these things?
I'm going to say this is going to be a Sonny roll, because Sonny, you're a big fan of fantasy novels and fantasy epics. You know, you have the whole Lord of the Rings collection. I imagine Sonny also probably has like the Game of Thrones books and
Every
other,
single
Wheel of
Dune book in the
Time.
universe.
Yeah, Wheel of Time, like all these spanning fantasy novels, like all that business. So I'm going to say, give me a roll, Sonny, and I am going to give you... I don't think you have a boon associated with this, but I definitely think that you're the one who's going to roll for this.
Okay. I'll just do a normal roll then. 5.
5.
Ooh.
Something curious, you think. You go, it's awfully curious that the king ends up marrying a queen connected to the Wizard Mafia. And then, you know, the only source of magical power that is not under the Wizard Mafia's control. And then they have this daughter who Marlon even confirmed they tried to court her to join the Wizard Mafia. So
But
makes you wonder how much Don Dan has been trying to like do things on a large scale here in Reverie. Also the fact that her and Don Dan were some sort of partners. Like you're sensing some political nationwide machination things going on. You're not quite sure what, but you feel like there's a conspiracy going on.
so is it like Dawn was trying to gain more control over the throne through Annalise? Is that what I think?
You think quite possibly.
Okay.
Quite possibly.
I voiced this to the party. Yeah. It's a conspiracy.
There's definitely
Yeah.
some of that going on.
They just want to prove the Earth's not flat, Hank.
But there's also definitely more to this story.
She goes, regardless, the one enemy that we all can agree is an existential threat is the Shadow Lord and his generals. For all his unscrupulousness, from Don Dan, that is, he also considers Skeletron, the Beast, and Nyx his enemies.
Well, there's that.
I think they're probably just his enemies because he can't control them.
I wouldn't put it past him. Don Dan is a very, shall we say, greedy person.
That also
Yeah.
puts you at risk. Because he doesn't have control over
why-
you.
Yet another reason why I don't leave the castle that much, she says.
Right. Well, no regime lasts forever, so who's to say that something might not happen? Who knows? Draconian laws tend to breed resentment, but who am I to say?
Who are you to say indeed, Robert? She says.
Well,
He's
this
still
is
staring
all-
at that kettle.
Yes, he'll be there until I tell him to stop. She says.
Good God.
What a specimen.
I mean, this is fascinating stuff, but I mean, I think unless there's something else that can directly help us with our quest, I should probably go to the inn and catch a rest, and then prepare to set out, shouldn't we?
We really should. We need to fix
All right.
Jeffrey.
She stands up
Yeah.
and she says, well, if there's anything else I can do to help you or make your journey easier, you just let me know, okay? I suppose, in a sense, you're citizens while you are here in this
I
nation,
mean-
and as such, I live to serve.
technically,
A
we're
couple health
conscripts.
potions never hurt. Yeah.
I like to think of you more as citizens, because in that way, that means it's my job to protect you.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have a crafting bench or crafting items that we can really use, even if we had a crafting bench. I suppose potions and scrolls. I could always use some potions and
I can-
scrolls.
I can easily provide you with healing potions.
Any other
that would
magical
be-
arms and armor you might have could be useful to Sonny and I.
Arms and armor, once again, we're very low on
course.
those sorts of equipment, but I can provide you with healing potions.
Can you get us something for Alice?
Your Scarecrow
Scareclown.
friend.
Yes.
Scareclown. Oh, that's
Yes.
cute, she says. I like that.
She's
Speaking of Alice, I think I'm gonna go check on her.
That's a good idea. Not something
maybe. What does
not
she
something
need?
bladed, preferably something protective, a shield or a stave of some kind.
I do believe she has a shield and a staff on
Yes,
her.
but I'm hoping to get something a bit more magic that she could use to a bit greater
Once
effect.
again, we don't have any magical
All right.
equipment on hand, as
Fair
I said.
enough.
So
Well, I suppose there's nothing to it then. Potions and scrolls.
Yeah,
be the
I
big
mean-
deal.
funds, perhaps? If you need funds for your journey, I could requisition a bit of
Yep.
spending
I
money.
have
Funds doesn't
192 bits right now. I can carry a maximum of 600, so any bits are welcome.
Oh, she reaches over and she puts a hand on your shoulder, and your wallet fills to 600.
That's pretty
could you-
neat. I'm not going to lie.
Could you do that to me as well? Because I've only got 8 bits.
She just
he needs
She just reaches over, and your inventory.
he needs a
fills
bit
to-
pouch
Yeah.
to carry more bits.
No, yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
she fills him to 300.
Can he get a bit pouch?
Yeah, I got 300 now. Okay, perfect.
Those are quite rare. I don't have
I
one
see,
on
I
hand.
see.
Yeah, okay, I figure.
Well,
Well,
900,
how about,
900
you know,
bits is still pretty good. 900 bits.
Yeah, that's easy enough. I had a bit of spending money on me, so you can just take.
Oh,
that.
I'm
well,
surprised
thank
it's
you
not
very much.
600.
Gonna be doing-
I'm surprised it's not 640 bits. Wait, why isn't it 640 bits?
What do you mean?
It's nothing. Don't worry
Oh,
about it.
it's like, wait, no, wait, no,
Just-
no, it's all coming apart.
Don't worry about it. Potions and scrolls. That's going to be the big thing for us. I have a few.
I can try to get some things together if you want to. Maybe stay for the night at the inn. I can make sure to have them ready for you tomorrow.
Sure, I mean, I'll take
I think that'll probably be the best plan.
as many potions as I can carry. I mean, don't hurt to have more healing potions.
I don't have any on me, but I can go check our
Oh, yeah.
reserves and get you.
Whatever
Of
you
course.
have to spare would be greatly appreciated. But I know that you might not have much to spare, considering that you might have an army of robot Nedworths to deal with in not too
Please,
shortly.
don't manifest.
It's
that, Robert.
already
She puts a hand on your
happening.
shoulder. Robert, don't manifest.
I manifest nothing.
One Nedworth
I've already
is-
seen it.
Bad enough.
Oh.
I've already seen the robot Nedworths.
Okay. Java, you can stop now. Okay, thanks for coming to the Cloudy Mug. She goes,
Cool.
She looks so tired of him. She's like, okay. Walks
right.
out the door.
All right.
To the inn.
Can we get like a coupon to get into the inn for free?
She looks over and she goes, Java? And he goes, I'll go let them know. And he runs across the street to the inn.
I forgot. Thank you.
Yeah. And then, Chad,
What?
you walked out to Alice as
one
they're
more
heading
final
out, but
question, Annalise. Or, Giselle.
Giselle, my name is
It's been a very long
but,
few days. One
all
final
right.
question, Giselle.
No, it's
And
okay.
he'll motion toward Java running into the building. Why?
Robert, it's the same thing with the mugs and the coffee and the pot and the not lit fire. I I don't know.
Robert nods with a full understanding.
Robert, I have the princess of this country for the last 18 years, and let me tell you, there have been many days where I have asked myself, why? But much like what life is wont to do, I am never given an answer.
Robert just nods understandingly.
I simply am left to ask, why? She says. But it is my duty, my task, to govern this nation. She looks towards Java, running across the street as he enters in the building, and she goes, and all who live within it. She says.
Right, you are.
Chad, when you came in, Alice just kind of looked at you and went, oh, hey, Chad.
Hey, Alice.
Eh.
How are you doing?
Oh, contemplating my own mortality.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Oh.
I'm just an NPC. You know, like Sonny says about that all the time. I'm just an NPC.
You're not just an NPC, Alice. Not to me.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll try and get on him more about talking about NPCs like that. It's not okay, especially around you.
It's all good.
Okay.
It really isn't,
Again,
but okay.
I'm sorry.
Chad, you got nothing to apologize for. You didn't do anything wrong. She pats your shoulder. I appreciate you asking, though.
Thanks.
Hey. She throws up a fist. Friends?
Friends. I give her a fist bump.
She smiles, and she goes, well, if one thing's for certain, you got yourself a nice big friendly scare clown as a friend.
Thanks, Alice. And I open my arms up for a hug.
Oh, you know I love hugs. She hugs you back. Pat, 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 pat. And as she kind of pulls away, you see the princess staying in the street. She goes, well, is that going to be everything? I don't want to keep you. If you're
I
all
think
tired
so.
after your travel.
But I don't sleep.
She looks at you, Robert. She goes, me neither. She says, and she goes, well then. She turns.
You're just looking at each other with dead, glassy eyes.
Yes. And she goes, well
And
then.
fake smiles that do not reach them.
Nope. It's 100. Robert, you look into her eyes and you're like, a kindred spirit. I understand.
I miss my cats, Giselle.
She just goes, I wish I had a cat. Then she goes, right. Turns.
They make life better, don't they?
Truly. Right. I'll be off. I'll see you in the morning. Shall I send Java to fetch you?
We'll be in the inn, and when we wake up, we'll head your way.
All right. I will not send Java your way.
Good.
Well, time to go black out for 8 hours.
She just goes, I wish I could. She turns, she goes, but there is work to be done. She waggles her finger as she walks away. Just like, I got shit to do.
Just staring at you like fucking Shoto Aizawa.
All right, so yeah, she walks down along the road or down the street out of sight, and you guys approach the front of the inn. And when you enter, you find Java behind the bar, standing there polishing a glass.
Which one is this? Jeva?
Who knows? He says.
Cool. We'd like a room.
Frankly, you can call me whatever you want.
Oh, you're just giving up the ghost on it, then, are you?
No! What ghost? There's no ghost in here. Alice looks at you guys and she goes, I'm gonna stand outside all night. And she walks out the door.
All right. We'll see you in the morning, Alice.
Sounds good. I can't be near him anymore, she says.
I understand.
How about you call me Big J, he says.
All right, coffee, bro.
Jay.
How about you give me a room for free because we're the heroes and we saved Metaberg?
You know, Java just stopped by and he told me that you get a free room for the night, so you got it.
I'm sure he did.
Cool.
He leans forward and makes eye contact with you, and he just goes, he leans forward, and he just all of a sudden says, yeah, he did, and we're gonna leave it at that, Robert.
I'm sure we are.
He leans looks back and he goes, well, all of you have a pleasant night's sleep. And the light begins to fade from reality.
Robert just looks over at the two of you and goes, I really do hate it here.
And then when you look down as the light fades out, Java makes eye contact with you, Robert, puts his finger up by his eyes, and then points to you as the light
flip him off.
Thank you all for listening to Hyperdive Heroes. If you like what you heard, please make sure to like, subscribe, and activate notifications wherever you get your podcasts.